new players that make you a little wary about how this team's going to be in the early going to or do you feel like you have a bunch of regulars back too that that can kind of help that process along?
Yeah, I mean, we have 8 new players, 7 transfers, one incoming freshman. But like we said, and we've been saying all day, it's been crazy because it's been a seamless merge. At first, yes, I was worried about that. I was like, okay, we got to do a lot of team bonding in the summer. We got to get these groups together. We got to understand, get chemistry. But it almost clicked right away. So obviously, with playing time and things like that come into play, we got to continue to revisit that and make sure everybody's on the same page. But we got selfless kids that are talented and want to give and want to get on the same page and do something special. So that's been exciting.
Obviously, you lost Lattimore. Where is the rebounding production from last year? Who kind of supplies that this year?
No, we have a lot of rebounders. We got 5 post players, which was a point of emphasis. We got 5 post players that all rebound. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. We got big guards. We got eight players over 6'2" on the roster that are very talented. So the biggest issue I have is the talent. Because I got 13 players that can play and playing time. I can't play 13 players. So honestly, I think it's a selfless team that's willing to do whatever they can for the win. So if it calls for rebounding, if it calls for getting a stop, we've really bought into that.
Do you feel like you're only 2 or 3 wins away from making the NCAA last year?
Yeah, I mean, as a coach, you go back and there's we take care of those 2 teams more in, we take care of. We had that even the year before. We beat 4 ranked teams down the stretch and things like that. So we've had that. We've been on a steady climb these last couple of years. But I think this year will be the year that we get to be able to dance. And it's not going to come easy. And that's what I tell our players. Even if you're winning, there's adversity that comes with that, right? So we're trying to create as much adversity in practice right now to say we're going to see the season and build a skill set to persevere through those tough times. Last year we hit adversity and we didn't really persevere through that. We went on 4-game losing streaks, 4-game losing streak here. And so this year's team has the resilience already that we didn't have at this point in time.
So when you look around your locker room, your practice squad, what makes you optimistic and thinking, I think this is this year is going to be an excellent tournament.
Well, just visibly, we have more talent. We have more size, we have more athleticism, more scoring power, all of the above. But that doesn't always equate to winning, right? You got to put people in the right seats on the bus. We have people in the right roles. Everybody has to understand their roles. You have to have the system in place and understand the system to execute it during games. So there's a lot more that goes into it. But if you see our team, we look different talent-wise, and I think that's going to carry on.
Dos Santos from Florida State. What's kind of caught your eye about her?
Yeah, she can shoot the ball, but she's also she can handle the ball too. But she's a really good defender, high IQ kid that's very physical on the defensive end. We went through really the last 2 years with Yantavon being injured with 1 point guard, and so she can kind of play combo, and then Gabby White can also play combo. So both of those are kids that we wanted to be able to spell Mo at times, either move her off the ball or sit her down for some time.
Yeah, obviously, Gabby, how you tied her recruited, do you see her making definitely an impact as a freshman?
Yeah, Gabby's she's way ahead of where she should be as a freshman. Very physical, very athletic. I mean, kid's almost dunking at her size. Defense and rebounding is her thing. That's where she immediately impacts. But getting downhill and being able to create for others, she's good at that too. She has to develop a shot. That's another thing that she's going to keep while she's under our tutelage, but she's good.
You picked up Brown from Northwestern.
Yes. Well, this is her 3rd season.
Okay. You mentioned before you picked up Smith from LSU. How was that kind of a championship background? Can you kind of see that making a difference with the team like this?
Yeah, I mean, Samaya is competitive. If you watched her at LSU, that's one thing she didn't compete, right? She's rebounding, she's running the floor every time, defending. But we've also allowed her to utilize different parts of her game that she really wanted to showcase. And she had a small knee procedure, so she was out pretty much all summer. But she's somebody that also has a little bit more in her bag than people know. Like, she has a really good touch from 15 feet. She can drive and she can pass. So in my system, it kind of caters to her game that way. Nothing against LSU, and obviously they're national champions, but just speaking on how she's going to translate into our system, it it's been a little bit more versatility.
Is she back at it now against practice, or?
Yeah, she's getting back to it. Yep.
Is she ready for the season opener, I guess, or is she?
Yeah, she should be. Yeah.
Tabitha from Princeton, what's
Tabby is a beast. She is very physical, very good at finishing. I mean, she finishes in so many different ways through contact, finesse with the ball to the left. She's a good driver, defends, block shots. Tabby, we knew that Tabby was going to be good. I honestly didn't know she was this good. So she does a lot. She does a lot for us already, and just so physical. We haven't quite had a player like that since I've been here, 6'4", 6'5", that is that dominant.
Ring from UCF. What do you see as her strong suit?
3 and D, which you usually say from a guard standpoint, but she's 6'5", she can shoot the 3 at a 15-4, but she shoots the 3, and she can defend and block shots. So, she's a 3 and D kid, which is unique to have in the 4 spot, but I'm excited about that.
And you got a kid from South Florida as well, right?
Yes, Romy Levy. And Romy is somebody that she's a 6'3" guard, but she can play the 4 too in our system. We go 4 out 1 in. But Romy is, mid-range is her game. Mid-range, that's what she loves to do. But she can shoot the 3. Runs like a deer in transition. She's very fast and open court. If you watch us play, you want to play fast. So I really like how she plays there.
And then you got Danielle from West Virginia.
Yes. Danelle. Yeah. She is a low post player, but she actually she can hit the 15-foot shot.